Hey y'all. So I am about to undergo a renovation, if you will. You could call it different things, but I had this idea for a pair of earrings. A friend of mine recently gave me a necklace, which I don't really wear very often. I think I have one necklace, and I wear it maybe 3 times a year. So necklaces aren't necessarily my go-to, but you guys know that I love fun earrings, right? So I thought, well, hey, while I do this little surgery project, why not hit record and have you guys join me to keep me company? So I have to remember to talk at a speed that is not crazy fast, because those of you that know me, you know sometimes I get carried away and I just go absolutely bonkers and I want to say all of it in 5 seconds. Say all of it, so say it really fast. But that's not the point of this video. The point of this video is to just hang out with you and hopefully figure out this pair of earrings that I'm wanting to kind of make. I'm not making them literally from scratch. That would involve making the metal, which, you could buy jewelry accessories at Hobby Lobby, which is one of my favorite stores by far. I love going in there, and it's a great place to go just to get ideas. But they also have, like I said, just tons of supplies for different things. So I got these earring hooks from Hobby Lobby, and this is turning out to be a little more of a challenge than I planned. That's all right. I shall persevere. I shall persevere, I say. You guys know me. I'm not one to give up. So anyways, as I was doing my hair this morning, putting some curls in, I was thinking to myself, I want to connect with my people because I miss them big time. And I thought, well, hey, while I do this little thing, I may as well hit record. And it's kind of a different way of spending quality time with you, which I would love to be in person in Tulsa, Oklahoma, at you know where, place that starts with a P. But that's not feasible right at this very moment. So instead, we're doing this. So maybe you're using this, or maybe your teachers, weird eye twitch, maybe your people are using this as an opportunity to just have some downtime, which I think is fantastic. I'll tell you something else that's been on my mind lately a little bit, along with missing you guys, because that's legit. I wish I could see you guys on a regular basis, but I'm kind of across the country right now. So here's something I was thinking about doing. A lot of these social media influencers nowadays have a microphone that, if you've ever seen these microphones, it's like a miniature microphone, and they'll hold it up, and it's like this little fuzzball, and they'll hold it up right here. So I think they make it really small because it's a lot easier to use it, as opposed to a lot of the regular sized microphones, like the ones that maybe I've used to perform. And you guys have used microphones too. I know you have, because they have them. I know they have them there. And so I gotta get the next chapter of this little project here. It was in my pocket. So I was thinking maybe I could get one of those little microphones, and because if I were to use that on videos like this, you'd probably be able to hear me without having to crank up your TV like all the way. We can't hear her. She's too quiet. Turn it all the way up. And then the next thing that you go and watch is on normal volume, and everybody gets blasted because it's at 150 level volume. So anyways, that's what I'm thinking is, maybe I should get a microphone, because actually after this video, I was gonna make this video, wrap it up, upload it so you can watch it, but I thought I would also hit record and have a little story time, because there's a really great story in my memory, and it's, well, several of you were involved in this story. So let's see, hold on, what was I like to write myself reminder notes. Sometimes I write them on my calendar for the day, like here's something you need to take care of today. And then sometimes I'll write them on sticky notes. Mini microphone. Mini microphone for my tribe is technically what we're talking about here. I mean, it's for me to use when I'm doing stuff for you guys, for my tribe. Mini microphone for my tribe. That's y'all. FYI. So there's my little reminder note. Okay, now continue with the project. I wonder how many other reminders I'll have on here by the time I'm done with this. Because sometimes it's hard for me to remember things that I'm supposed to get done, especially when it feels like there's a million of them. Okay, not a million, but let's take a really big number. If there's like 25 things, 25 items that you need to remember to complete in the next 2 weeks, let's say. 25 items. So, I mean, like, make a dentist appointment. Maybe your family, maybe your parents help you with that. Okay, that's fine. What about this? Sticky. Let's talk about daily chores and things. And these might apply to some of you and not to others. That's okay. So, do laundry. Make your bed. Brush your teeth. Tidy up your bedroom. Can somebody please come over and tidy mine up? Or at least sit with me while I tidy mine up, and then after we can have ice cream. Sometimes I like having rewards for things, like when I finish that task, then I get a reward. Okay, that's turning out super cute. I can't wait to show you. Okay. Brushing your teeth, tidying up your bedroom, vacuuming. Maybe that's something that some of you like to do. Or maybe you have chores that your mom and dad have said, hey, these are going to be your responsibility. So here's a little side note, that something that I've thought about quite a lot. So my nephews right now are, Fletcher is 5. He's so excited because he's a whole hand. Like, instead of this, he's like, I'm a whole hand, which I love. I'm like more than a bunch of hands. But so he's 5, and Archer is 2, and he's going to be 3 in a couple months in the summer. And they're pretty young, right? Like the young one, Archer, he's still a toddler. But Fletcher and Archer's mommy and daddy are teaching them responsibility. So they might not have as many responsibilities as me, but they really shouldn't because they're not adults, right? They're kids. But mommy and daddy give them responsibilities and things that they're old enough to do. And they're learning that sometimes in life there's work to be done, right? So now don't get me wrong, my nephews love to play, but they're also really good at doing their chores. If there's something maybe they're helping mommy with in the kitchen, you know, Fletcher gets really excited to be a helper, and so does Archer. It's pretty awesome. So, and you could probably relate to this, even though they're very young, you can relate to responsibility, right? It's kind of like there's work to be done. After we get the work done, we can play. Or for me, sometimes what makes that easier is, okay, there are things on my list that I need to complete today. And throughout me completing my list, I'm also going to take little breaks and, you know, maybe I'm going to eat, or maybe I'm going to watch a funny dog and cat video. I love stuff like that. Funny animal videos are awesome. I'm going to take little breaks along the way because sometimes my list, I just need breaks in the middle. And I love that. So back to responsibility. Now I feel like I rabbit trailed and I was going somewhere with that. Where was I going? Let me tell you, my friends, this is something that is not rare for me. I'll start out on one train of thought and just, like, I don't even know where I was going with that, but let's put it this way. I'm proud of you guys for the ways that you are taking responsibility for yourself. Because we're adults and independence is good. It's a wonderful thing to be learning how to use your own mind and use your own motivation to get things done, right? Maybe things that in the past you had other people taking responsibility for, and now you're taking responsibility for those things. And there's pros and cons to that, right? Would you agree? It's kind of like homework. I did not like homework when I was a kid, FYI. But there's something to be said about taking responsibility. So it's like you come home and, you know, maybe you're going to relax, you're going to have a snack, you're going to chill for a bit, but then you know that there are certain things that mom and dad or sister, brother are expecting you to do, right? It's like, those are my responsibility. Those aren't anyone else's responsibility. Those are mine. And that's why I like to make a list. And it feels really good. I don't know about you, but it feels really good to cross something off my list when I've completed it. It's amazing how something so simple can feel so gratifying. Gratifying is like when something lifts you up, makes you feel good. So I kind of keep a running to-do list of things that I'm needing to accomplish. Do I always get them done on time? No. There are consequences to that too. Sometimes I end up having to spend extra money that I really don't want to spend because maybe I got something done late. So I'm trying to work on my deadline process as well. That's my responsibility, right? To get better at that. So all that to say, I'm super proud of you guys because I'm on social media and I'm following your page in several different forms of social media. I follow you guys. And I get to see the kind of stuff you're working on and the kind of stuff you're excelling at, the kind of stuff you're working really hard at. And, you know, there's things that I'm working really hard at that I don't have to be a champion at, right? I don't have to like do it better than anyone else on earth does it. I just have to keep doing it. I think there's a lot of power in getting up every day and just putting your best foot forward. That might look different today than it does tomorrow. So I know what it's like to wake up and not be feeling very good. Or you got lots of stuff in here maybe that you're worried about or that you're stressed about, and that makes for a really rough day. I totally understand that too. But I also know what it's like to wake up and feel like, oh, thank you for this day. Thank you, God. It's going to be a good one, and I'm going to put my best foot forward. That looks different every day, and that's okay. There's nothing wrong with that. You know, that's one of the reasons why it's so good to have friends who support you and lift you up, right? Like when you're having a really tough time, you know, it's so nice to have a friend come along and say, hey, you're doing great. You're trying. And that's awesome. That's all you got to do is just try. And then there are other days when you're having a fantastic day and you got friends beside you to say, right on, keep it up, go, go July. It's your birthday, go July, go. I love that. I love having friends for that purpose. Like when they're down, they're there to tell you it's going to be okay. It's going to be okay. Tomorrow is a brand new day. And then when you're doing awesome, when you're kicking butt, taking names, they're there like, you are so awesome. And they keep cheering you on. And later I'm going to watch this video and say, what is she singing? What's up with that song? You probably have people that you're watching this video with right now, and they're like, wow, that July girl, she's different. And I'm totally okay with that. I know that I'm different. I've actually known it for a long time. And I think it might be the thing that I love most about myself. You better believe it, there ain't nobody else on this earth like me. I'm spicy. I love life. I love having fun in life. I love meeting every single dog that I see. Like I see a dog across the street. I did this the other day. I see a dog across the street. Oh my goodness, it was the cutest. What was it? It was so tiny. She was 3. Her name was Bubbles. And she was this tiny little white dog. And she just had her haircut, a fresh haircut. And she was so happy to see me. And then there was another dog that I met a few days after. So it's like I get out of my car, I close the door, I see this dog, and I've seen it several times, and I've been meaning to ask the owner, can I meet your dog? Is your dog friendly? Always good questions to ask. I never just run right up to the dog and hi, always good to ask the owner. Hello, sir, is your dog friendly? Can I come say hi? And he did say yes. And so I crossed the street, and this dog was like big and so shaggy. Is like if he were a stuffed animal, oh my goodness, he'd just be the cutest, shaggiest bear ever. But I said, what's his name? He's beautiful. And he said his name is Hadrig? Hadrig? Am I getting that right? I don't know. I said, wow, that's unique. And he said it's from Harry Potter, which I thought was hilarious. I love that. It's like, I don't know who Hadrig is in Harry Potter, but this dog was like, Hadrig the wizard. He was so cute and big. I love soaking up every little ounce of life that I can. That means joy, happiness, laughter. And you know what? It also means sometimes hard things, hard days. Maybe days where I end up shedding tears, or I have emotions coming out of me. Maybe I'm expressing myself and it's just hard. It's just like, I don't know how this is going to resolve itself. And I think a lot of you guys can relate to what it feels like to be anxious when you don't know, you're not sure of something. It might be the future. It might be, whatever it might be. How is this going to resolve itself? And that's why I'm so grateful that God does. God knows. I don't have to know what the outcome's going to be. And a lot of times, maybe we say to ourselves, no, but I do have to know so that I can calm down and I can stop stressing. I need to see what time. Oh my goodness, we're on 22 minutes already? That July girl, she's a talker. Oh boy, she's a talker. Okay, let me wrap this up. God knows what's going to happen. And maybe I just need to be okay with watching things work out the way they're supposed to. I can learn to just be okay and be peaceful and know that everything's going to be all right, because guess what? Everything in my life up to this point has worked itself out in one way or another. Maybe not the way that I thought it would. Maybe not the way that I wanted it to, but it did work itself out. And it ended up being okay. And I ended up being okay. More than okay. I ended up being more than okay. I ended up being awesome. And taken care of. And provided for. And surrounded by friends. And family. People who love me. So, thanks for hanging out with me. Now I get to show you the finished product. Oh, can't wait. Look at that. Arf, 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 arf. Oh my gosh, these might be my new favorites. Yeah. Love y'all. See you next time.